Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 16, Day 5. It is a red day. So yeah, we're probably going to be throwing the team that we actually use as one of our normal teams. I ended up scoring, I believe this was the one that ended up doing our 7,600 that one time. Pretty sure it was this team, if I could figure out where it is. Oh yeah, I forgot, I don't have it saved on a color. Another reason why I need to organize all this, but it's the Troll team, the Dark Troll, or the Rock Troll, Dark Troll, Grim, and Furnace. Yeah, it goes pretty crazy. And as you can see, it's actually one of my normal teams. It's not even meant to be a red day. It just, I was starting to get tired of using my true damage and found that it was starting to lose a bit more. So I figured, hey, why not just go with this? And we've been running that for the last several times. Also, for everyone who was in the previous stream, of course, we had to end a little bit earlier because I had to go do the esports thing. I ended up making the qualifier. We made the top 8. So all I had to do was make the top 16 to go into the next week for the actual prizes. So hopefully we'll be able to get that. So yeah, I probably won't be streaming any of it, but if we end up placing at all, I'll probably do a video kind of just recapping what exactly happened. But yeah, I think there was 84 people. I think 60-something of them actually showed up, and we ended up making top 8. Though it didn't really matter too much what we placed this time, as long as it was top 16. But next week is when it matters. Also, because we did end up qualifying, same thing will end up happening next Saturday, unfortunately. So I will have to cut the stream a little bit shorter next Saturday in order to do the qualifiers. But we might come back with some monies. Let's see. Well, we'll go double the purple. Double, throw down the purple again. Move that up. Grim. Take it again. Grim. And that's match. Doesn't even feel like it's a Guild War battle. It destroys them that easily. Look at that, 1, 2, 6, 3 was that? I actually didn't see the last 2 digits there. What happened to Crimson Bat? Every time you level it back up, it says to refund. Oh, it got a refund thingy recently. It was just a bunch of troops that basically got changed as of the most recent patch. And some of them were considered nerfs in a way. But yeah, Crimson Bat was one of them. The change that I ended up getting from the previous patch is you used to have every single undead troop in the game got this new trait called Undying. So Undying just does poison, disease, and death mark immunity. What he used to have here is Cursed, which does a 2 stat reduction to the enemy, which on most troops is pretty bad. But on Crimson Bat, it was actually somewhat decent, mainly because there was a 1 in 4 chance that would hit HP from the very first turn, and if it did, it would be able to trigger his blood-sucking for all skulls. Now he doesn't have that capability, so technically it was a slight nerf in a way. In some situations, it could be considered a nerf. So that's why he's up for refund. Whenever anything gets nerfed, for the most part, they tend to go up for refund, or if they get reworked heavily, like Dwarven Miner. Even though he got buffed like crazy, he is up for a refund because his ability is nowhere near what it was before. It's how you use it is completely different. Whenever they completely revamp a troop like that, they also end up putting it up for refund. Princess Fizzbang and Grapple Pot are both here because they end up getting nerfed the week that they both got released. They were way too strong when they got released and got immediately nerfed, basically just days after. And all these other ones are just undeads that got random traits, the new Undying trait, over top traits that they were using before. So that's the other aspect of it. But yeah, that's everything that's up for refund right now. And all you do, you get all the resources back whenever you refund a troop. I normally advise over-refunding and under-refunding because you can always put the full amount of resources back into a troop. But if you decide that you do want to refund a troop, but then it's not available for refund anymore, you won't be able to. So generally, whenever anything's up for a refund, pretty much just refund everything and then assess the situation and see if you actually do want to retrait them or not. Because at least if you refund them, you'll have the choice. If you don't, then you won't have the choice. Anyways, let's go against the Leafy, or whatever that is, the Leakif 88. So, it does have a freeze. That could be very annoying, as this is a loop team. Yeah, so hopefully it does not hurt us too badly. What happened? Oh, I already read that. Also, let me say hello to everyone. I don't think I said all the hellos yet. Hello, Simple. Hello, Henny. Hello, JZG. Hello, Vicky. Hello, William. Hello, Rockhound. And that's everyone. Welcome all. And if there's any teams or anything you guys want me to go over, just let me know. We'll go over the new event troop tomorrow night and see what next week brings to us. Next week is a Dragon Claw week, so we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Ooh, we're frozen on red. That hurts. That hurts dearly. We're not frozen on brown, though. Nice. We are frozen on purple. So I'm just going to pass my turn. Do we skull? No. Yes. Yes, because we can take a brown. Aha! And we get a stun, and he skulls us back. Perfect, perfect. Now we need more purple. No. Okay, let's take a red. Double the brown. And then... Oh, perfect! That cascade right there just secured us the win. Kind of. Still a lot of board to move. Okay, we got 9 purples on the board, so we'll move that over. That's up to 10. Well, Grim then start doubling. Nice. Start doubling. Move that over. Move that over. Where does that leave the board state? Put that on brown, just to get it refreshed. And I guess we in Furnace now. Actually, let's Ellie. Actually, let's just Ellie. We didn't get the extra turn. Ooh. Stop your turn. Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it. Ow. Well, we went from winning to almost losing in a matter of seconds. Extra turn spam. In a nutshell. Alright, we'll throw this. Got it. Dead. And I could have gotten a little bit better at the end there. That just went crazy with all the extra turns. But still, decent score. Could have been a lot better, though, if we didn't lose that one troop. Also, we lose points just from taking damage as well. Hello, Gilax. Welcome. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Vampire. Long time no talk. Yeah, it has been a while. Has been quite a while. But glad you could join us. Okay, Forest Scroll, Double Kraken, Queen Aurora. That's not too bad. If Furnace dies to a Devourer, I'm not too concerned. Grim, I would, in this situation, normally put him into the last slot. The only problem is Devourer currently is still glitched. That's not being patched until next patch. So if I put him in last slot, he's going to get devoured by the Kraken. So that would not be a good idea. He's supposed to not get devoured, but that's not being fixed till later. So for now, we have to just pretend he doesn't have immune to devour. Hello, Maximuse. Welcome. Okay, we'll take the purple, as long as it surges. Actually, I think we have a +1. I don't even know what banner we're using. That would be a good idea to know what banner we're using. So throw that down. I'm pretty sure I'm using the +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. Though we do have Infernus, so maybe I'm not. Do we double purple and hope it lands? Or do I just take something else? I think we actually take something else. There we go. Does that make it any better? No. Not really. We could take another brown and hope for a brown, maybe. Didn't get it. Okay, we're just gonna have to do it now. There's no other choice. Got it. That should be with the win. Ooh, didn't get enough mana. Come on, you're almost there. Almost there. It's not enough purples. Let me throw in Furnace in case he dies right now. I see it happening. It's gonna happen. We gotta get good we lived. Well, that's pretty much the win then. Let's just move that real quick. Oh, actually I shouldn't have done that. We removed more purple than we even... I did that to remove the blue so we'd get more purple on the board. But by doing so, I just made it less purple. That was really counterproductive. Yeah. I've been having that cough all day today, too. I'm quite sure what it's from. Let's see. Kind of glad Kingdom got delayed to get more keys saved up. I know, I ended up mentioning that the other day, too. Even though the Kingdom technically did get delay, which could be viewed as a bad thing. Overall, it's more of a positive, mainly because you now have more time to actually accumulate resources that you'll then be able to put towards actually obtaining the new troops and other stuff. So delays aren't always bad when it's things like Mythics or Kingdoms. Of course, it's a little bit unfortunate that we wouldn't get the new content as early, but it just gives you more time to compile resources. So you're basically burning through your resources at a lower rate. It's indirectly actually good for the players because by the time the kingdom actually comes around, you have way more keys than what you normally would. Actually, by the time the new kingdom comes, I'll probably have like almost 400 gem keys. It's not coming till another month, October 20th, so we still have a good month and a few days before we actually go and get the, before we actually have to go and do the kingdom. So in that time, most of the top guilds will be getting upwards of another like 300 gem keys probably by then. I'm not quite sure if there's anything else we need to throw on before then. When's the next mythic? Let me go check the sheet real quick. Also, let me go copy-paste the sheet into chat real quick as well. For any of you that don't already know, that's the document that goes over all of the upcoming events. It's generally completely up to date. Sometimes things change, of course, so do keep that in mind. But as far as to our knowledge, that sheet right there is the most up-to-date resource that we have as far as what events are coming. And eventually, console will be fully, will basically be going over this as well. Currently, console is not aligned to this, but I believe in about a month or so, probably by the time Merlantis gets here, it'll be completely aligned. But yeah, you can see it next week's Dragon's Claw and all that. You can also see when the trait stones are, so if you want to allocate those accordingly, you'll be able to. Why did I come here, though? There was something specifically I wanted to go check. Or was there? I completely forgot. I know there was a specific reason why I wanted to show this real quick. But I cannot remember what that was. Anyways, if I remember. Let's see. Oh, I was going to see when the next mythic is coming. I remember now. Aha! Next mythic is... Oh, there is a mythic coming beforehand. October 6th for Urskea. Oh, I even have the art for that one already. It actually looks pretty cool. And it might make Urska's actually useful. Currently, they're pretty bad. But there could be potential for them once the new mythic comes in. We'll have to see what exactly it does. I do not recall what specifically it does at the moment. I haven't really been following spoilers on troops. I kind of just stopped doing that just so we'd be able to experience it when it actually happens instead of knowing like a mile ahead of time. Anyways, let me go finish out Guild Wars. I don't even think I finished yet. I keep tangenting into other stuff. We still have 2 more battles. Still perfect score at the moment. Good. He did not put a Queen Mab. I actually prefer if they go double Fizz Bang in the context of Guild Wars, mainly so we don't have to deal with the freeze. And with a team like this, we do not want to get frozen. Elma Grimm is immune, but if anything else gets hit by the freeze, we will be disabled for a very long duration, given that basically everything on the team uses the exact same colors. 25k gold chest? Wow, that's a lot of gold chests. I forgot how many I have. I think it's somewhere around 20-ish k. I'm not really too concerned about the gold chest, though. It depends really what the bonus is for the next kingdom. I don't even know if I'm going to rush it up or not, mainly because of the changes that they made to resources. I don't know if I'll really have enough to allocate towards getting every single new kingdom or not. So we'll double the brown right there. And that got us going already. We don't have enough purples, so we're probably just going to throw another brown for board clear, even though it's not going to feed into anything. That, or we could throw Elma Grimm and just hope it randomly hits, and it does, surprisingly. I'll take it. Perfect. 11 on the board, though they are scattered pretty horribly. When they're around the edges like that, they're not going to hit as well. I've still got it, though. 2 of them, too. Wow. 10? We could try it again. Why not? Oh, wow. It is going really lucky right now. 18 on the board, so definitely, like, guaranteed right there. 11. Not the greatest, but I'm still going to go for it. Still 11. And we missed, but it was a matter of time, and now we can just Infernus for the kill. No, 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 stop, stop, stop. Okay, good. Stop, stop, stop. Why? Well, that armor actually made it live, so it wouldn't die there. But we can just follow it up with one last cast, and down it goes. Well, one more Guild War battle. See how that goes. So, perfect score so far. I think we're on track for around 7,400. I don't think we're going to break 7,500, though. I've only done it twice, and 7,600 is my highest score ever. I don't know what the highest score ever scored within a Guild War battle is, though, after the rework that they did. Because there used to be an exploit, or not really an exploit, but an oversight on their part that allowed you to get almost 9,000 points. Nowadays, I believe the max is around 7,700 or 7,800. I don't believe it's realistically possible to gain anything higher than that. Okay, so we'll go move the purple over right there. Anything else we need to go shift? Skulls, we don't need to worry about. Blue into a purple drop could work if we get a double purple. Yellow I don't need, and yeah, there's barely any moves, so we're probably going to go for the sky gem right there. Since oh, well, I guess we could take yellow for Infernus, but he's not really a priority. I'd rather try for the purple. And of course we miss. If we could just get a red or purple on this guy, we could start going, but now we're going to be set way behind, especially since he has the wisps. We could potentially lose this battle. Do we... Yeah, I think I go for this yellow now for the red chance. Didn't get it. Well, at least he didn't go for the yellow extra turn there. He would have froze us off it. Really dumb AI right there. Good job. In this instance, I'm perfectly fine with that. So take the skull. Go. Perfect. Double the browns. Blues I could have taken there. Not that big a deal, though. And please don't miss. It's such a perfect area right there. Perfect. Double the purples. Got it. We won. Double check one last time. Good. And there we go. Okay. Well, that escalated quickly. It went from like, oh, we're about to lose to, oh, we just won. Ooh, 1,713. Wonder what that brings as a total to. Come on, over 7,500. Let's see it. We're actually a little bit below right now on Guild Wars 2. We have 2 people who haven't done their battles yet. Oh, we didn't make it. No. That one battle that we did, I think it was one of these two. We ended up scoring a lot lower than what we should have. We almost beat 7,500, or we almost reached it again. But yeah, we're only in 9th place right now. We need to make at least top 8 to be able to stay in the #1 bracket. And of course the rewards for that are so nice. I hate if we ever move down. We have done it once. We go down from getting like 400 or 300 gems every single week down to only 200 if we end up losing that, which is quite a bit of a difference, but it's not too big a deal, I guess. Obviously do want to stay if we can, though. We have 2 people who haven't done their battles, so if they do their battles, yeah, Pipera, I have no clue where they are at the moment. They could be on vacation or something. Both of them seem to be here, though. He did his bonuses and played, like, yesterday. And Pipera, I believe, was the same case. He did one of his battles, and he played 3 hours ago. I don't know why they're not doing their Guild Wars. I guess they're just saving it for Sunday, maybe? Maybe they're just gonna go on Sunday with a cup of tea or a coffee, sit on the couch, play on their phone, do all the battles at once. I can never do that, doing it all at once. It just seems so intimidating to if you'd ever had to do all... How many Guild War battles even are there? 30. Yeah, all 30 of your Guild War battles in one session. That would take like 2 to 3 hours as well, if you were to do it in one session. Anyways, let's go do the dungeons real quick, just to get our resources. They really do need to make a harder mode of dungeons. These are just going to be such a cakewalk. We might as well just throw the same team we've been using. It's literally my PvP team. Okay, well, what do we move? What do we move? We'll go, and also if anyone has any questions or teams you want me to go use or anything of the such, feel free to leave it in chat, and we'll definitely make sure to go over them all. There isn't too much to go over tonight, but we will make sure to go over the new troop for Monday, the following day. Also, is my connection being weird right now? I noticed that, is my stream even up? That'd be funny if it wasn't. It is having some really weird connection issues right now. Let's see, that'd be really funny and not funny if it actually was down. Let's see, I think it might. I can't even see chat right now either. It's like a completely blank screen. Hello, peoples! I don't know, I can't even see your responses if you are saying anything. That is really weird. Hopefully my connection's still up. Oh, it's still up. Okay, I can see your guys' chat there. Okay, good. I can see the other chat, but my page is still up. Oh! And someone else in the other thing said that it's up. Fail. No clue what's up with my connection right there. YouTube's being all weird. Okay, so the stream is still up. That wouldn't be the first time it just randomly disconnects due to something that YouTube does. It's mainly just the loading screen on it that was being weird. There we go. Anyways, we'll get that off the top. Really lucky, actually. Take the browns. Throw into even more browns. Double purple we don't really need. Only an 8 isn't really going to land, so we'll just take a... wait, we need the brown to surge. Yeah, let's go for it. Sure. We get the surge. Get the purples down, double the purple, go from there. Nice, nice. Actually, we might as well just keep throwing Elmagrim until we win. Up, and we got a treasure map. Not like they're really that useful, but hey, more treasure maps are better than none. I really, really wish they would add some kind of conversion for it, that we can actually start using these things. No one in late game even bothers using them. I think I have upwards of 2,000 of them or something. Other than like the first, or we still need to go over on our Let's Play account, on our free-to-play Let's Play account, but oops, that's not the right kingdom. But if we go check the treasure hunt, we have 2,636 maps. If we were to try to use every single one of those maps, it would take like 300 hours. It would definitely not be worth it and take forever. It also doesn't help that I don't really even throw any maps down. I kind of just gave up on bothering with the treasure hunt minigame. It's a fun little minigame, but the reward for it is so bad relative to doing almost anything else. Early on in the game it's decent, but once you get a bonus armor, it's just pointless. Because all the bonus... none of the armors or any kind of effect that gives additional resources. All of them do not work within Treasure Hunt for whatever reason, which is the main factor that makes Treasure Hunt not worth doing at all. Alright, so we'll move the brown over. We can then just go and double the purple. Get that rolling. Anything else we need to throw? We'll throw Element Grim. Ooh, that missed. Luckily, this isn't really an important battle. Actually, have we even lost a single dungeon yet because of how easy they are in late game? It's going to be so hard for our other account, but these things, they don't even have like the slightest of chance. And we'll just Infernus it, because why not? Oh, would you try the team that you posted? Sure. Sorry, I didn't end up seeing it. You build a random team to just play around with, and it is undefeated. It is Ragnargord, Wolf Garrick, Forest Guardian, Bonnie Rose, Forest Guardian, and Bonnie Rose with the bear banner. Sure, we can go try that. I don't see why not. We'll go do it right after the final little dungeon, and then we'll go see how many diamonds we have. We should be able to get the new craftable mythic by, I think, next weekend. We'll probably show that next Sunday, I would think. Probably. Let's hope so. Not quite sure the exact day, but pretty much as soon as we get it, we're going to be doing a video on it. Okay. What to move, what to move. I'll just take a purple over there. Come on, board. Give us anything that's valuable. None of this is useful. I guess we'll just take yellow. It's the only thing we can really take for mana from what I can see. And we'll take the top purple. I want to keep those bunched together in case we get Element Grim. For exactly so. And that is exactly why I left that there. Okay, we'll throw the Infernus. And then we can just double brown. Or never mind, we're going to double purple. Didn't see we end up getting it. Or wait till he finishes his turn. Come on, end. And he just kills himself. Oh, that troop is so weak. It works in early game, but that's... If you're over level like 200, you will never be able to use that troop because of how horrible he is. Oh, I forgot. Doesn't this guy take 0 skull damage when in this game mode? I think he does. Yeah, that time we did 1 because the extra damage still applies after the fact. But, yeah, that's funny. Wait, we're still doing 1. Never mind. It only can mitigate down to 1. That's odd. Okay. So every skull we take still does 1 damage. Because that does kind of make sense. It's mitigation, but it says 100%. I would assume that would bring it down to 0, but apparently not. Alright, we'll just Element Grim it. That also means if you put on skull effects, it would still end up hitting on him. If you put like a Death Touch or something. Oh, we could just kill him off of Infernus right there. And down it goes. What do you do these Guild Wars videos? Can you please show teams that do not include mythics as viable teams? The main reason I don't show them during these, I have done videos in the past kind of going over teams to use for Guild Wars. I can't really do it in these streams because if I try using a weaker team in Bracket 1 Guild Wars, it will lose. I can't use any kind of budget team or else it will lose in Bracket 1. Once I get my Let's Play account up to the point where it's going to be participating in Guild Wars, I'll be able to show a lot more of that kind of stuff, but I can't really show it on this account. Because if I use even something that's even slightly remotely weaker than what I normally use on every single day, it will not be able to win the battles. It would work at lower brackets, but trying to show it in bracket 1 will just show it getting demolished every single time. And I need the points for the guild. Hello, Amanda. So yeah, I'm going to go do the team that, who just suggested? Jeremy. We'll make sure to go do that. Let me just read through everything. Hello, Amanda. Late to stream. How did your competition? Oh, the competition, we did end up making the qualifier on the competition. There were 84 people that signed up. There were, I think, about 60-ish people that ended up actually participating. We ended up making the top 8, and we only need to make the top 16 to qualify for next week. So yeah, next Saturday's stream will be a little bit shorter like it was this time around, mainly because I'm going to be competing. Also, the top prize is lower than what I thought, but the prizes go down a bit more. The top prize is either $500 or $600, and the prizes either go down to 4th or 8th. It's such a range because they said, what they ended up saying was if there's 80 people that participate, that they were going to basically double all the rewards. But over 80 people signed up, but only like 60-something actually participated. So I don't know if they're actually going to double the rewards or not. But if they do double the rewards, all I have to do is win my first battle, and I will guarantee have $75. and everything I win beyond that first match, or the first 3 matches, is best 2 of 3. Everything I do beyond that would be even more. I'm not quite sure if they're going to do that, though. I'm pretty sure they're going to go with the cheaper one. Pretty sure. In which case, I would have to win 2 sets of 2 out of 3 to be able to get at least $100, I believe, would be that prize for that. But and then, of course, it goes all the way up to like 500 or 600 if I do somehow make first. It's probably unlikely that I do make first. That would be amazing if I did, though. And, of course, any that I do is going straight towards the new computer. Let's see. Oh, competition? Oh, I was talking about the competition I ended up doing earlier today. Okay, let me go to Jeremy's team that he ended up posting earlier, that fun little team that he was mentioning. Ooh, that might be a little hard to actually throw it against, but we'll go throw it against it. What's my suggested team right now? Oh, it's just my Dawnbringer team. I believe I saved it. Pretty sure I saved my Dawn. Dawn, where are you? Oh, well, I know what the team is, even if I didn't save it. Did I seriously not save it? Well, that's not too big a deal. I know what it is. We're covering a video on it really soon anyways. So, let's go and get everything in there that he suggested. So, let's go with a Ragnagord for the mana generation. So, put that in. Ragnagord actually has the second quickest explosion in the game. The quickest you can do is that one 11 mana cost rock crushing weapon. But it only explodes browns. It doesn't get to target. And you also have to be using a 50% hero class. And it's only 1 mana shorter. Even though it's 11 mana cost, it starts with 5. So you still have to get 6 mana. On a Ragnagord, you have to get 7. So they're basically at the exact same distance, because you can just +1 on a Ragnagord to get the single turn distance for an explosion. So I guess you could say that they're kind of tied, in which case Ragnagord is just basically better. And it's why everyone uses it. Plus, you don't need to use a specific hero class to be able to use it correctly. Anyways, Ragnagord, Wolfgarrick. Wolfgarrick normally does not get used in second slot. He's pretty much exclusively a first slot, but we'll go mess with him there. Forest Guardian. Forest Guardian, of course, is perfectly fine with it, though. Forest Guardian. And what was the other thing we need? We need... Oh, a Bonnie Rose. It's a little bit of a weird pick in there, but we'll definitely try it. Bonnie Rose I normally don't run too much, mainly because in endgame she doesn't normally one-shot anything. Early on in the game, like if we got this on our Let's Play account, we'd be using her literally every battle. But later in the game, she doesn't scale as well. The main reason for this is the gold cap stays the same regardless of what your level is. So she's the strongest early on in the game because a good majority of her damage actually comes from the boost ratio based on how much gold you have in the current battle. So earlier on in the game, she's a lot more potent than later. But we'll still go and mess around with this. You said the mountain banner? Pretty sure we need, or the bear banner. I'm pretty sure we need brown-red. I actually forget what bear banner is off the top of my head. Oh, that's exactly so. Brown-red. Perfect. Okay. So that's exactly what we need. So let's go into it. I don't really think we need a +2, though. Brown-red would probably still be fine, because we are getting the -1 on our purple. I guess it's not too big a deal, because we do have the conversion on the Forest Guardian that's going to remove all the purple anyways. So I guess it's not really going to come into play. Oh, too bad we didn't have like a KrissTigger or something to remove that. We'll just go and... Oh, hello, Stealthy. Keep forgetting about that. Oh, if they just remove Stealthy from Wisp, that alone would probably be enough to make it nerfed so that it's not as annoying as it currently is. Stealthy alone makes it like one of the best troops there is. It seems weird, but he'd be so much weaker if he didn't have Stealthy. Like if he didn't have Stealthy and if he had 11 mana cost. It almost needs that big of a change because of how strong it is. In normal PvP, it doesn't get shown as well how strong it is, but in Guild Wars, when you're so limited, there's almost nothing that can counter it. Corvash, if you find in PvP, is the easiest way to get around it. But of course, if you're in Guild Wars and it's not a brown or a red day, you almost have no options. So right here, do we have enough for the Devour? No, we do not. But what we can do is... Oh, that's still not enough. I was hoping I could tap it into a low enough range that we could go and Devour it. Well, I guess we could just do the poke right there and Devour it this way. So we'll do that. Please get perfect. Exactly what we needed in that match. There we go. Well, that's a little bit of an interesting team. And the fact that Bonnie Rose doesn't kill, I see what you're doing with that then. You're lowering it enough that it goes into one-shot range for Wolfgarrick and then you kill it. That is really creative. I would have never thought of doing that. Using a troop that's not able to one-shot just to lower it in the exact range that you need to get it to kill. I used to do that when Wolf Garrick first came out, like lowering them down like that using single targets, but I never really thought about using a Bonnie Rose to do it. Because she has basically the perfect amount of damage to place it. As long as she gets some gold. Right now she actually doesn't have enough, unfortunately. But we'll work around it for now. We have Wolf Garrick, probably not going to throw it at the moment. We'll just go throw Bonnie on first slot. Get that out the way. He's using Sorcerer class, it's not going to matter too much, but he will eventually gain a little bit of extra damage off of it. We'll go convert it. I'm not too concerned if he really gets anything on the board. Almost everything he has is really weak. I say that and he's probably going to kill us. Oh, he kills one, that's for sure. So we'll go take our reds. I'll get more into Bonnie. Blue into Skull. Tried for the Skull, didn't get it up there. Go for the double hit. At least now we get to use his stats. And can't drop that. We're just probably going to Bonnie into anything at this point. One Skull will... Oh no, not even a Skull would be enough. Okay. Well, we'll go move the red to the blue. Darkening both of them up a little bit. Tapping won't really matter. Blue, yeah, I guess we'll go Bonnie. Why not? She doesn't really have that much damage at the moment, though. Haven't been getting much extra turn, and we don't have anything on the team that particularly feeds her into additional gold, other than maybe Forest Guardian. You could partially consider it to do that. Oh, don't kill our Bonnie. We need that Bonnie. Don't even dare. All we need is one Skull tap into a Bonnie. There we go. Exactly so. I'll take it. I know, I overwrit my Dawnbringer team. I know, I saw that. We were doing over-suggested team. I don't mind, though. We're overwriting, like, the bottom 3 spots when we did a video for it. All 3 of the Xenos weapons will probably overwrite with the Dawnbringer. I'm going to go over those other 3 weapons during the video as well. I'm not going to make it their own separate video, because trying to do their own separate video for the Bonnie Rose, or not the Bonnie Rose, the, for those 3 weapons that are required to be able to do the Dawnbringer isn't really going to be worth it. They're completely irrelevant weapons for the most part. I'll kind of go over like what their purpose is and the fact that they're going to be good in arena, and that's it. But doing like a whole video going over them would be redundant, because no one would realistically ever bother using them for PvP and such. They're way too weak to be able to do it. Dawnbringer, though, is a different story. Dawnbringer has a lot of potential. It's the only mythic weapon currently in the game. Of course, more will be released in the future. But if they're anything like the Dawnbringer, Hero might start to become a thing again. In the current meta of the game, Hero is almost never used, out of side of a few really, really select purposes. But once more mythic weapons come in the game, it might finally become a thing in late game. It's something that you always do in early game just because you don't have proper tanks. But later in the game, it becomes almost irrelevant to use your hero. Unless you're running like the quickest Explore team or some kind of other really weird team that just happens to be able to utilize a hero class's traits really well. And that's match. 114 attack to end it with. Justice team, still very strong. That has not changed. It is still completely devastating. Hello, you Bleed Jam. Glad you could join us for the stream. Yeah, I'm actually AFK in RuneScape right now. I always have that on in the background during streams. It's probably not even noticeable, because most of the stuff that I do in RuneScape when I'm actually streaming only take like 1 click every... well, the thing I was doing for the longest time only took 2 clicks per hour. What I'm doing now I think takes 1 click every like 2-3 minutes or so. So it's not too bad. Well, where do we move? We'll go take the green over. He'll end up taking a Skull Poke. Is he using Orb Weaver? No, he's... Wait, why is he using Necromancer class? It's like one of the worst hero classes in the game. No wonder why I couldn't recognize it, because no one ever uses it. Skull, purple, or something else. Probably the green. We'll just let him take the Skull Poke. Not even gonna matter much. Oh, I could have taken purple into yellow. Oh well. Kraken already dead. Wow. Not gonna matter much. As long as we keep the Valkyrie, we can win off of just that. This is the triple combo. This is the entire team right there. The first slot's just a basically meat shield. Ideally, it will live. It's not required though. So we can just throw that down and just keep spamming on skulls until we just win, pretty much. Assuming we'd actually hit the turn. That's unfortunate if we keep missing. There we go. If nothing else, it might just die to Queen Mab at this point. There we go. Yeah, if anyone has any teams or anything you want me to go over or any questions, feel free to leave it in chat. Probably stream for another about 10 or 20 minutes. So if you guys want me to go over anything, let me know. And of course, tomorrow night stream will go over the new event troop and all that. It is a Dragon Claw event, so you are going to want to throw down pretty much every event key you have if you don't already have a Dragon Soul. So for newer players, you would definitely want to try to get that. I will be trying it on my Let's Play account, but unfortunately my Let's Play account might be so new that I might not even be able to get it. I think I have like 5 event keys on my other account, maybe even 0, I don't even know. It's some kind of ridiculously small number that will not be enough to actually probably get it, but I am going to try because it's so ridiculously good value to have it. On our second season Let's Play account, we did end up getting it as our very first legend, and it just completely destroyed everything. It's still the most overpowered troop in early game by 1.5 miles. It is very, 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 very strong. At level 1 with no levels on it, it can hit for 20 to all enemies. You can't normally hit 20 to all enemies until about, even if you get like level 20s immediately, I don't even think you can. You would need Magic Kingdoms to even be able to hit in the 20-ish range like that. What kingdom is best to farm Queen Mab trait stones? Let's see, that would be blue-purple. There are 2 blue-purple kingdoms. There are Glacial Peak, and why can I not remember the other one? Oh, and Kedar. If I had to choose between the 2, I'd probably say Kedar, because depending on what you have, if you have limited options, you can run a true damage rush team. A lot of troops in this kingdom, of course, as I do it, it's going to show a tankier one, but a lot of the troops actually in Kedar itself have ridiculously low HP, like you can see on this Revenant, and running like a Crimson Bat spam of some kind, like a Soothsayer, Herdmaster, Soothsayer, Crimson Bat, is particularly effective against this kingdom. But it's about the same. Those are 2 kingdoms, but I'd personally probably go with this with true damage if you didn't have as many options of teams. Of course, I'll normally just go my quickest team in the game. I'm not even using the correct hero class, and this team is still ridiculously quick. But this is enough to be able to kill any Explorer really, really quick. And it's basically the only thing I bother even using for it. There we go. It's the quickest possible win in the game. Of course, we got even slower because we didn't even get the extra turn. But yeah, I normally just throw that down whenever I need to do it on anything. You use Mechanist class with this fully traded if you happen to have. I'm currently using Assassin class for the Dawnbringer weapon. I'll be switching my hero class back after we do the video for Dawnbringer. Oh, we missed the extra turn again, but you get the point. Keeps doing that every time. Sometimes you'll need more damage, particularly if you don't have as high stats as us. But that's what the Black Manacles is for. You just cast your hero, and then that cleans up whatever is left if you happen to not kill with the bomb bot. But once you get enough armor and magic, you actually just kill the entire battle. Also, make sure never to use that in PvP. It is ridiculously bad in PvP, and will lose almost every battle if you try using it there. It's made just for the purpose of... it's made only for the purpose of exploring, for the quickest possible explore. Okay, double purple or double brown? Let's go for double purple right there. Get that rolling. Take the yellows. Let everything else kind of just sit where it is. Go and Element Grim. Miss. Oh no! Well, we got it off the top. I'll take it. Better than not getting it at all. So we'll take the purple down, get our browns, Element Grim again. And now we can basically just keep looping this until we have an Infernus opening. And that's match. Come on, go. And they really need to add hotkeys for that. It does if you use controller, but it doesn't for PC if you're using mouse and keyboard. There's only one mouse function that even works in this entire game, and that is the escape key. No other keyboard command does anything in Gems of War. I really wish there was something. There's so much hotkey potential that they could do. I think their main concern with doing this is if they start adding hotkeys to PC, so that you can use mouse and keyboard, PC will be the quickest version of Gems of War to do anything in. Basically, playing on any other version would be pointless if they do add hotkeys, because it's just going to be so ridiculously quick compared to mobile and compared to using a controller. Because the problem with the controller, even though they can hotkey their abilities really quick, is they can't select gems super quick, because normally when the controller is enabled, or I think always, even if you have like a little mouse pad thingy, you have to go and drag it. So like if we wanted to, for example, take this green, we'd maybe have like a little cursor thing that's over here, so we have to go right, 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 click, down, And whereas on a mobile or PC, all you have to do is just simply swipe it, and then boom, it goes. So that's kind of like the difference. So PC would have the best of both worlds if it ever did get hotkeys, which I assume is the reason why they don't have hotkeys. But who knows, maybe there's another reason. Or maybe there's no reason and you just haven't bothered doing it. I'll throw down Element Grim. Yeah, we could pretty much just Element Grim loop the entire thing. Nope, not enough damage. Close enough. Dies to burn. 1 HP. You know what? I'm just gonna let him die. Here. There we go. What's a good Bombot team? Deep War, Bombot, Black Manacles, Mechanist fully traded. I can't switch my hero class though to show it. But yeah, it's Deep Boar, Bombot, Black Manacles with hero class, Mechanist hero class fully traded. I'm currently using Assassin, and I can't switch at the moment, unfortunately, until I do the Dawnbringer video, which I'll probably be doing tomorrow morning or tomorrow night before the event video. One of the two, but it will be out by Monday for sure. Hello there, Benjamin. Welcome. Just got the Alistar. Is he good in an all-night team? No. Alistar's actually not really used at all, mainly because even something as simple as a Templar tends to function better than it. It's just a really clunky troop in most teams, even if you're trying to use it for the armor buff on like a Rowan or something. I wouldn't really bother with Alistar. You're better off with Templar, you're better off with Honor, you're better off with almost any other troop that raises armor other than him. I'll go double the brown right there. And, well, we only have one option, so we'll throw it. Get our mana, Element Grim, and hopefully get it looping from there. He has full Impervious, though. Oh, never mind. We're not going to be able to get this looping. He has full Impervious, so we cannot burn him, which allows us to get more gem spawn. It would get us 12 gem spawn instead of 8. So we're basically always going to miss now, at least for the duration of this battle. Surprised to see someone actually running All Impervious. All Impervious has actually developed a lot after, as this game has progressed. At this current moment in time, it is still not worth running All Impervious as your defend team, but there will be some time in the future where All Impervious will be viable. It just isn't now. I would not really advise it. There's very, very few situations where it would become useful. The only time I think it was ever actually good to run full Impervious was probably back when Devour spam with the Cabarrus team was meta. When everyone was running that, you basically needed immune to Devour, and since having Impervious troops were basically the only really viable way of having immune to Devour, you basically had to go all Impervious, which I would make like triple Wolf Garrick teams with a bunch of weird stuff like that. It was pretty funny. We can't really do it anymore though, because no one bothers running the Cabarrus team ever since it got nerfed. Let's see. Are you going to try Dawnbringer on next Yellow Day? It depends what they're using. We could definitely try it for at least one of the battles. I don't think I would do it for all the battles though. It would just be a little bit too high of a liability of a weapon, because I have to replace out my Moloch to be able to put it into my team. And the problem with replacing out my Moloch is he's my quick mana drain for Yellow Day. And that's going to be bad against quite a few teams. But if our very first battle is simple enough that we can get away with a Dawnbringer on it, I probably will. Also, if they have enough yellow on their team, if they're using like 3 or 4 yellow troops for whatever reason on their defend team, then that would also end up working. But yeah, we'll definitely try it at least once. Hello, Leo, and see how it ends up working. Welcome, welcome. You met this team a few minutes ago. What, the All Impervious team? Oh, the Great Maw. Should we go Great... Oh, is he... Oh, do we not have that saved right now? Let's see. I probably have it named as the Great Maw. Oh, no. I overrid it. I need to go make it again. That was the other Mercy team I like using. Oh, no, that's not it. Why do I have this team saved? Alchemist Hellcat Double Garuda. When on earth did I ever use that? Where did my Great Maw team go? I don't think I saved it. No. Oh, also I need to try this team next Yellow Day. Someone suggested this. We did it for one battle last Yellow Day. This is actually a lot better than it looks. It is pretty solid, even though it has a lot of really high mana costs. It gets some pretty nice loop on it. Yeah, I don't believe I have it saved. Well, it looked like I'm copying him right now, but let me go and make the Great Mall team. This is actually the best Great Mall team you can possibly make. You can put it in two different variants, the safe version or the offensive version. I normally put it up in safe version, mainly because if something goes wrong, you never lose with it this way. Or I shouldn't say never, but it's a lot more manageable to win. Is it double G for Shegra? Yes, it is. Shegra, and the banner's just double yellow. This is one of the few Mercy teams I was mentioning too that kind of work. Actually, there's a lot of Mercy teams that work, but this is one of my personal favorites. This team has been around for a little over a year now. Ever since every single one of these troops were available within the game, it started getting used quite a bit, and at one point was the strongest team in the game. I wouldn't say that right now that it is, but it's still definitely pretty competent, particularly for a Skull Spam team, when Skull Spam is the weakest it has ever been right now. Oh, we just throw that down, get a nice little hit. Ideally, we'd have some Mercy alignment right now, but we do not, so we're just going to move... Oh, wait, oops, Skull. Still don't have Mercy alignment. We could throw it and just hope we get lucky. Didn't get lucky. Didn't get lucky. Come on, Great Maul, we need your Devour. Yeah, we'll just take it around. And then we go and kill that, and now we pretty much just win. Inferno King. Shegra. Dead. Oh, I love this team when it works right. The biggest issue it can sometimes have is sometimes it doesn't have board alignment, particularly on the Mercy. You saw there like a couple turns we had like really bad boards that we couldn't do anything with. But once you start getting the alignment, the game basically just wins itself with this kind of team. Ideally, on the very starting board, you would end up having purple to yellow alignment. That happens about a third of the time, approximately. Ideally, it will happen every time if you were to get really lucky. Of course, that's not realistically viable. Also, that Dawnbringer, though, he could destroy us with it. Oh, I can't devour him with Great Maul. There's a new mechanic that was added as the most recent patch, or maybe the patch before. I think it was the most recent. But I can no longer... we can no longer devour anything if it has barrier, because the barrier triggers before the devour triggers. So we're now death marked. This isn't really too big a deal because we can Mercy it. Since we're not even on the first turn yet, we don't need to throw a Mercy yet, so I'm going to wait at least one turn. So right here, we'll throw Inferno King. Let that go. Come on, can we get some Mercy alignment? Oh, we'll throw Shegra. Maybe that'll clear the board enough. And yes, we do have Mercy alignment now. Not directly, but we get it off the Cascade, and that gets rid of all the death marks, and down it goes. Actually, we could have just taken the Skull. That was already enough damage. Didn't even need to bother with that. But if the battle was to keep going, that would have been the better move. Yeah, that just goes to what I said the previous stream. I normally don't even pay attention to what the enemy team is. I look at three things. My team, the board, and either chat if I'm streaming or a YouTube video if I'm not streaming. Those are like the only three things I'm looking at. Normally the enemy team I barely even pay attention to, because in most situations you run teams almost the exact same regardless of what you're up against, for the most part. So we'll kill Draculus, and dead already. So we already won. We killed his only chance of winning. He does that to counter out AoE. That team's actually really, really good, even though it's just a bunch of humilities with a single troop. It's really good against any kind of full AoE team, particularly a Kraken team, because every single time he takes HP damage off of any damage source, he'll end up giving 2 armor and 2 magic to all allies, and this will of course just keep stacking up and up. And since Draculus does true damage to everything and gains HP based on it, he can basically just team wipe you in one shot, and even if he doesn't, he will gain so much HP from the initial cast that unless you have some kind of instant kill like Devour, you're not going to be able to get around it. And a Celestial Trait Stone on top of that. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to be wrapping it up for the stream for tonight. We will be back tomorrow night, same time, to go over the event troop for next week and just do our normal stuff. The Guild Wars, I think it's Diamond Day as well, so I'm not quite sure if I'm going to bother buying the Diamond thing. Or actually, I probably will, and I'll do a video for it. But, oh, then again, we're probably not going to do the dungeon during tomorrow night, then. I guess that's not too big a deal. Because I'll probably be doing a separate video kind of going over dungeons. I still haven't done a video on dungeons, and I wanted to wait till Diamond Day to go over it, mainly because I could explain that Diamond Day is the best day to throw down the 50 gems and stuff like that. Because even if you don't ever intend to buy this $5 thing, the gem bounty alone on a diamond day. It ends up giving 30 or 80 diamonds, I believe it is. So it's definitely the best value on that day to actually throw it down. Because you get more diamonds than you even pay in gems, so it's a really good conversion that you can do once a week. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for coming out tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. See you all tomorrow night. We will be starting back Stardew Valley tomorrow. We will be starting that back around noon Eastern Standard Time, which is about 15 hours from now. Might be a little bit later if I happen to sleep in or do the other video, but yeah, about 15 hours from now we'll be starting that back up. I do need to make a bunch of assets and get a bunch of stuff situated with that, so hopefully that will all be situated by then. It should be. But anyways, thank you for coming down. We will be doing that tomorrow, starting up our fresh new account on Stardew Valley, and we'll be back for the nightly stream with the event and everything. And of course on Monday we'll be covering the event in detail as we always do. And see y'all then. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and goodbye.